Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the Zeraora showcase. I've been wanting to use this Pokemon in a video and I'm really glad that it's now released. I have a few teams from you guys. I actually did a moveset video guide. You can check it out if you want. Before the video, after the video, you can check it out never. It's whatever, it's on you. Anyway, I'm going to be using Zeraora, pure electric type. Let's just jump right into it. So first team we're going to be using is a Life Orb one. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of no HP Ice, especially on Life Orb. But I do understand knockoff with a Greninja. However, the Greninja is Protein Greninja, so I feel like HPI still works. But this does have Fizz Def. Assault Vest Tangrowth, as well as a Mega Medicham to punch through holes, such as Landorus. So we'll see. Anyway, let's go and look for a game and have some fun. Zeraora. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this Pokemon as well. How has it been working for you? This is kind of why I wish that we had. This is kind of why I wish that we had the HP Ice on it. But I mean, even then, he still doesn't appreciate switching into this Pokemon. My max speed. I am. Okay, good. So thankfully I beat Zygarde 1v1 with Tangrowth, and I don't have to worry about, in my opinion, I don't have to worry about Toxic because he does have Tapu Fini with Misty Terrain. So I'm actually going to lead Medicham first. I think getting off a Fake Out initially is just smart. It's also incredibly risky for Zam to go for Psychic versus me, considering I do have a Greninja as a switch in after, but brings out Tapu Fini. Now, I'm kind of, whoa, what item are you, sir? I Fake Out did 24. Are you Scarf? Or Z Haze? We'll go Tornadus as a pivot right here. I'm kind of bring the, ooh, that did some damage. I'm kind of bring, what I'm trying to do, excuse me, is to bring the game to where Zeraora just sweeps in the late game just because of its speed tier versus my opponent. So we'll go Growth right here as he does go Zygarde. Beautiful. This will give me a knockoff on my opponent. I'm assuming they feared. I'm assuming this might be a Z move on Zygarde itself, but ends up bringing out Heatran, which I am able to knock off, and it actually is Z Heatran. So that makes it a little bit more threatening, especially because Inferno Overdrive kind of wrecks me. Inferno Overdrive kind of gets a KO. I will live in Earth Power from an offensive Heatran, so I'm actually going to make the Heatran play. I'm assuming he's just going to get up rocks himself as he goes for Magma Storm. I'm alright with that. Like I said, I will live in Earth Power anyway because I'm max Videf, and I can afford to get up rocks. I'm assuming you might go Tapu Fini here as he goes Zygarde. Now Zygarde is alright. Again, getting rocks to pressure that Fini, which apparently is not running leftovers, makes it even easier on my. It makes it even easier. Unlike my Zeraora. Like Zeraora is going to knock this thing out now at Plasma Fist. Close Combat is going to knock you out. Plasma Fist 2 KOs Coco if it's not bulky in terrain. And I'll be able to knock out Alakazam too. So I'm setting up for that sweep. So go Tangrowth right here as he ends up going out into Tapu Fini. Now, because the Moonblast did so much, I don't want him to be a random trick Tapu Fini. So I'm actually going to go out to my Z Tornadus exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to let you be tricked, my friend. Sorry about that. And we can U-turn. It's safe. I can get in my, again, just because that Moonblast did so much. But we can U-turn, it's relatively safe. And now after rocks, that Tapu Koko is going to be in range of my Plasma Fist. So everything is looking good. Everything's looking really good right now. This is nice. This is really nice. Once again, I'm just going to go for knockoff here. I don't care if he Nature's Madness. Getting rid of your item. House Meows is Expert Belt Coco. Coco cannot knock me out anyway right here. Plasma Fist KOs you, so I'm actually going to go up to Zeraora as he goes for U-turn. I'm completely fine with that. Again, it's in my best interest, I feel. I didn't want... That's an interesting one. So you're Timid Zam, huh? Good. You should be Timid Zam. Now, the only problem is I don't want him tracing my ability. I don't want him tracing any of my abilities, but I think that Heatran's still the best mid-ground play I can make. I don't think he could Focus Blast immediately, but I feel like versus that threat you wouldn't. You'd Psychic, exactly. Now, he does trace my Flash Fire, which is very problematic, and he actually has Charge Beam as well, but with the combination of Toxic, I'm assuming he's Timid Alakazam, not Modest, by the way. This is why I thought that at first I'd outspeed, just because most Zams run modest, but I guess in a Zeraora meta, you are not. I'm still scouting for that Focus Blast. I don't think he has it. I legitimately don't think he has Focus Blast, but if I can get rid of this Pokemon, it's the fastest mon on my opponent's team. So we'll go right back and forth between that and Heatran. I can't obviously Lava Plume because he traced my Flash Fire. I guess now I can Lava Plume. It's. Do you have I mean, even if he Focus Blast right here, it doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna throw off a Toxic. I don't want something like Zygarde coming in for free on me. And what'd you go for? Defog? I beat that 1v1 as well. Yeah, that legitimately does not matter. In fact, I'll Lava Plume just for damage first before I get up my rocks again, so I don't think that matters necessarily either. And I've shown my entire moveset, so he should be going Heatran here, but it will give me rocks. And Zygarde is still a mystery to me because Misty Terrain, no pun intended, but Misty Terrain weakens Outrage, and the fact that he is not Z on this thing, like 1,000 Arrows isn't going to do crap. So we're going to Earthquake first because we don't want Heatran to come in. I don't think my opponent's breaking me, and I don't even think I'm going to be allowed to send out my Zeraora in this game. Let's see if this KOs. I doubt it. Oh, it actually KOs Feeny, so my rocks are going to be here to stay. Beautiful. Now, this Mon is going to take a Pokemon from me. This Mon is going to take a Pokemon from me. Just straight off the bat. My Tornadus gets a KO with its Z move right now, because Tapu Koko does go down at 51%. So I'm not going to sack that. I think that Heatran is the most expendable member. As he gets up rocks, and I'll just Lava Plume spam until he knocks me out, pretty much. Not allowing something like Zygarde coming in for free. I'm okay with that. Alright, time to get my KO. So my opponent has to hope to die. I should have went Zeraora there, actually, because I didn't have to risk hitting, so that was a mistake on my part. But we'll high jump kick right now. If I miss it, that's my fault, right? And if my opponent goes Tangrowth, which is like the only Pokemon that can take one high jump kick on his team left, I'll knock it out with the next move. So goes Koko, which will easily be put down by this high jump kick. Never mind. That is not the case. All good. I'm gonna save my Metachamp and actually go Zeraora, see if I can take advantage of the Volt Absorb ability. I don't think he'd Volt Switch there. I feel like he'd Thunderbolt. Exactly. So beautiful. So I get to take advantage of that ability right there, and I'll Plasma Fist because this will easily knock out Koko in the terrain. Beautiful, and that crit did not matter. That knocks out Koko in terrain. It does 52 min, I believe. So able to knock out Koko. Zam is going to come out and trace my Volt Absorb, which is pretty cool. Though I'm not as worried about Zam. Isn't Gren kind of safe? But also not worth the risk? I think at this point Metacham is the sack. Because I can go Gren and just go for U-turn. Yeah, I thought he was going for that, but it's not worth throwing away the win con when I can literally get in Gren now, go for U-turn and knock him out. And then go Zeraora just to keep out Heatran. Because I don't want to bring it to an endgame where where the Tran beats me. Zygarde comes out. Again, we're Fizz Def on Tangrowth. As he Dragon Dances. I'm going to knock him off first because I don't want him being Weakness Policy. Chesto Berry. Huh. That's odd. I still don't think you're knocking me out because I'm max defense. And Tangrowth is literally here just for this Pokemon. Did he say good game because I lost? Or good game because this is an easy 2 KO on you? Ah, good game. Nice. Alright, well, I mean, in this game, like I said, I don't think Zeraora was going to come out as much because it was leading towards Tangrowth winning the game. But how the endgame would have happened was Tangrowth would have gotten rid of Zygarde. He would have brought out Heatran. And I would have sacked Tangrowth. And then gone out to Zeraora, click Close Combat. If it was AV Tangrowth, it would have been 2 KO by Close Combat or Close Combat and Fire Punch. And plus I still had Fly MZmon and my Greninja in the back. But nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Well, Zeraora showing its speed tier, helping it out a little bit there. So now we have an offensive team with Calm Mind Zeraora, Should be a little bit of fun. And again, I have 2 more teams after this to use in the OU tier. You guys left a lot of teams. I just picked 4 that I wanted to try out, and then I'll probably be going back and forth. You probably see a lot of videos today on this month because it's fun, man. You know, it's just fun. Huh. This is an interesting one. Because I think Dragon Dance Weakness Policy Zygarde is really nice in this, especially if he's HP Ice on these 2 mons. And Trick Room, Flare Cannon, and Magearna is also really nice. I'm going to lead Landers, expecting him to lead off with something like Metachamp, just to get off the Intimidate, and then I can go hard out into my Aurora Veil mon. One of these is on Landers. Poison Landers, Intimidate. Oh, so I'm faster, so it's either a Speed Tie, or he's just not Scarf. Oh man, it's going to be one of those games where I'm going to play without rocks, isn't it? I don't want to boom right here. So I'll Swords Dance first. And then Explode. He can't knock me out. Unless he Z-moves me, he cannot knock me out. Which actually has a good chance of being Z on this team. But if it's not, I'm going to Explode right here. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the trade as I get to get in my Zeraora now. And I can knock him out. Now, because I can knock him out, and he's not Scarf Lando, I'm gonna go for Calm Mind here and see if we can break through his team a little bit myself. And just go right for all-out pummeling. That should knock out his own Zeraora. He can't Volt Switch, he can't U-turn because it doesn't get it. He also just doesn't appreciate this move in general on his team. I might be able to keep him on rocks just because of this Pokemon speed tier. It sucks that he doesn't get U-turn, man. That'd be really cool right here. Just Fire Punches me. I think that's banded. And you are going to die to this +1 all-out pummeling. So beautiful. Zeraora goes down. Don't have to worry about that. Kind of sucks because I wanted to use it as setup fodder for my Zygarde, but it is what it is. If he goes Lando, I'm HP icing 110%. I believe Fake Out from Metacham does knock me out. It's also worth weakening this for my Zygarde, isn't it? Yeah, or mainly for my Magearna. My Magearna kind of wins, so it's definitely worth weakening you, even though you're Assault Vest. As he goes for Volt Switch. He expected me to, even if I switched, I would go, I guess I'd go Mag. I'll give him that. But this is beautiful because Calm Mind Zeraora is actually going to be able to get off another attack on Magearna, which will put it in range of my own Magearna. That did nothing. Can I get the roll in between, please? Nope. So he's able to go for Flare Cannon and knock me out. Oh, Gyarados is looking nasty as hell too. Alright, so we'll get in Ninetales now, and I don't see a reason to not click Freeze Dry as it should be. This will do 3, right? Actually, I would like the Magearna to be sacked later as I get up Trick Room, so I'm gonna go for the Aurora Veil over the Freeze Dry because I know he's gonna U-turn, but I mean Volt Switch, excuse me. Into more than likely, yep, Tornadus just to get rid of my Veil, but let's see if I can land a Hypnosis. Nice. So I'll be able to get up my Veil one more time. And Tornadus is now asleep and it hasn't burnt any initial turns. And I think that Freeze Dry can knock him out. I'm happy that Zeraora got rid of his own Zeraora because it was a threat offensively to check like Gyarados and stuff like that. Doesn't wake up. I'm going to be able to knock out Magearna right here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Assuming Metacham's going to come out. Goes Torn. Unfortunately wakes up on me. I go for Hail. Because on a turn he defogs, he might actually go down. So he'll actually hit this next attack. And he gets the roll on me, which is really annoying. But it's okay. I think this Pokemon just wins. I'm pretty sure Magearna just wins right now by going for Trick Room. So, like if he goes Lando, a Sash is broken. It has to be... I mean, you'll get put down by this Flare Cannon as well. And I should still be able to weaken Lando to the point of Zygarde or even my Gyarados winning. So if he goes Lando, for example, I Ice Beam it, and he Earthquakes me, which might not even be able to knock me out if he's defensive because I'm Citrus Berry. I 2 KO him, and it comes down to Gyarados just setting up and winning this game, I believe. So I'll take that. A little bit of, if had he not gotten the roll with the next Hurricane, what would have happened was he would have been down to one more turn, and I would have just clicked Aurora Veil one more time, as Hail would have knocked him out, assuming he stayed in. If he switched out into Medicham, that's fine too, because any chip damage on that would have been nice as well. But Trick Room Magearna showing its worth for sure. And 262 special attack Ice Beam might just be enough to knock out Landers anyway, because it's Ice Beam, which is 90 base power, and HP Ice from a lower. What I'm trying to say is Zeraora runs Jolly Nature, right? Or Naive, and it's less special attack than this without a boosting item. So I'll think it'd be fine. And I Ice Beam. Why would you not fake out there? Ice Beam is always my play too. And like I said, yeah, I still think it'll be fine because, as you see, Ice Beam was able to knock out Lando. I had no reason to Flare Cannon. It's better to get off damage. I wasn't predicting the switch. It's better to get off damage on Medicham. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm Dragon Dance Weakness possibly. Yeah, I can afford to just Ice Beam again. Especially because my Zygarde will be slower. So, even if he fakes me out, it's whatever. As he doesn't, that'll put him in range of Zygarde. As he misses high jump kick just to spite him. I don't think he won the game from there. Even if he was like Thunder Punch or anything, it does suck. But again, this was possible because Zeraora was used to break early from Magearna and break through his own Zeraora. So this mon was definitely, this sweep was made possible because of that early on breaking. And the fact that my opponent tried to Volt Switch on my Zeraora. I just wish I got, like, if I got some rolls in my favor, like if I got the Thunderbolt roll on Magearna, and the fact that it looked like he did not have Fake Out on his Medicham, I think Zeraora would have claimed another kill. I don't know though. We'll see. But Calm Mind, pretty fun. We have a Belt variant on this more bulky offensive balance type of build from Mellow Yellow. I'm Volt Switching this one, which is pretty good as well. Nice. Looks like his team doesn't appreciate this mon. I really like his team though. I like the colors of it, even the muck. But Bandit Weavile, Banded Zygarde. We are so weak to Zard. Yeah, but you're ridiculously weak to Zygarde. So I'll lead Zygarde as he leads Drill. Okay, you know what? Actually, this isn't in my best interest because I don't want to get toxic, especially if this is just the lead one. Actually, it's okay if I get toxic. I'd rather just ban 1,000 arrows. Because this is his rocker, it might not even be lead. It might just be Spadef Excadrill. Woo! Why? Wait. Whoa. No way I'm staying in. That's way too fast of a Feeny to risk staying in right there. And what I can do is Mega Evolve my Venusaur and actually go for Leech Seed, anticipating him to want to bring out the Charizard right now. Now, I don't know what type of Charizard it is. I would actually love if he brings out Muck. The fact that 1,000 arrows did so much is wow. So that's a really, really fast. That's a really, really fast mon. Now I'm Spadef on this thing, and I don't know if he's Zard X or Y. I'm actually tempted to Synthesis right here just to find out. I'll do. I think he's Zard. I think he's Zard Y. And it looks like he doubles up to Zapdos, more than likely anticipating me to want to bring out my my Zygarde right there. So I think he's Zard Y. I think that makes a lot of sense. You can't touch me. Yo, he legitimately can't touch me. Yeah, so he doubled, anticipating me to want to bring out my my Zygarde. So I'll make the Zeraora play right now because I'm assuming it deals with the Charizard coming in. And I am like 100% sure that this Charizard is Y, just based on the way he doubled. So I'm actually going to Fire Punch right here, anticipating him to want to go Excadrill. As we are able to catch Grill, nice. Beautiful damage. Show me leftovers. I refuse to believe you are Scarf Drill. So you're okay. So that was a mess up on my point. But my thought process was your Scarf drill with rocks on this type of team. That's fine. We'll go Weavile. He knows I can Ice Shard, so I'm actually gonna pursue. And I'm not gonna give him rocks this entire game. Yeah. Alright, so a trade for a trade, and I click Ice with Crash and kind of kill everything, but it's just annoying because Zeraora made it a lot easier for me, and I just kind of threw it away. I don't think I'll lose to Kartana. I have the combination of the Venusaur, which has HP Fire, and a Celesteela. Now, what I do think I might lose to is Charizard. And I also might lose to Ice with Crash misses, but I'll take the Pursuit right there. I can't believe it was Scarf. Rocks. I mean, I understand it maybe on Landers, but Drill? Drill's already pressured to Rapid Spin, Earthquake, and Iron Head. I guess you don't need Rock Slide. I mean, this thing is a problem, isn't it? Clef is probably the best mid-ground I can make. Yeah, and I'm probably not to sack it and not get a Rocks. But I mean, I get a KO with 1,000 Arrows after, so I think that's fine as well. Like, Choice Band 1,000 Arrows picks me a KO, so I'll take that trade. I don't want Zygarde being 2 KO'd. I'm not a bulky variant. I have just max attack, max speed. Man, this is the matchup for that Pokemon too. This is the matchup. I think Kartana would be a misplay. Yeah, I think attacking Muck is also something I would do. So, good B Muck, beautiful. So Ice with Crash will knock out Zapdos. Tapu Fini comes out. I kind of have to click 1,000 Arrows. I don't care if he does this. I need to weaken his answers to, and I got the KO, which is beautiful. I need to weaken his answers to Weavile. Cart comes out. Sun has one more turn, so even if he doubles, like if he doubles out into Zygarde, excuse me, into Charizard, for example, I think I'll be okay. But again, I think it's going to come down to me hitting Ice with Crash versus Charizard after I've weakened it with Extreme Speed. Nice, so we'll just Leech Seed right here as he goes Zapdos. I'm trying to figure out like what your plan is to do from here because I think... How much does Flamethrower do? Synthesis recovers everything. That's so beautiful how much that recovers. I know the burn's gonna happen eventually, but I might as well stall out a few more turns of the Sun while I can. And one more turn of Sun is all I need to stall out. Perfect. So we can just Sludge Bomb here. If he goes for another Flamethrower, it's not gonna be able to knock me out. And Sludge Bomb puts it in range of Ice with Crash. As he goes Zapdos, same thing. It's still a Pokemon I don't have to hit Ice with Crash versus. And I get the Poison on him, which is really nice. I can go for Leech Seed now. I'm kind of surprised he's not trying to... I'm HE Fire. I feel like he'd be wild and throw out Kartana. Yeah, I read that. Alright, so we get rid of Cart. Beautiful. So Crash is, again, looking super nice. Crash is looking really, really nice right now. My opponent might just... Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I kind of just read him... really real. I don't know why he would make that play because he couldn't do crap, but I think the thought process was, okay, getting Kartana and then double out into Charizard on the anticipated potential, you know, Giga Drain or HP Fire or whatever that could go for, or it'd be SD Kartana, which it very well could have been. He could have been double Scarf. I wasn't really paying attention when he was switching and who was switching first, but all right, we get that W. Venusaur showing its... I knew Venusaur would win this game once Muck went down. That was his only way of knocking it out. Venusaur's just nasty. Though he could have stalled out my... he could have definitely stalled out my Synthesis with his Charizard, but I also stalled out his Sun, and that's the difference between him actually knocking out Zygarde. Since Flamethrower in the Sun won't knock it out, and he can't go for Flamethrower outside the Sun won't knock it out, and he can't go for Solar Beam because he needs that one turn of charging. I was about to forfeit, but I'm going to take that win right quick. Nice. Let's try Bulk Up Z. This one looks really cool. Bulk Up Electric Seed, excuse me. So we have Bulk Up Electric Seed. Not sure how I feel about this, though Acrobatics deals... It's good stab, but it's not stab on Zeraora. It's good on like... This is like a makeshift Halucha. For sure. But we have Leftovers Landers. which avoids the 2 KO for the most part from Zeraora, HP Ice. Not really. I swear I played you. Okay, this could be interesting if I get rid of Gliscor. This team is annoying. That Gliscor is gonna be a pain. Yeah, I don't think I could deal with Gliscor. I have Ice Beam. Okay, we're good. All right, early Lando. I think as a lead, it matches up well versus him. Like in general. No Ice Beam on Magearna, which would be kind of cool here. Defog on that. Zam is an issue. Zam is a huge issue. I do have Scarf Kartana though. I'm gonna go with the Lando lead and attempt to pressure him with Rock early. If I see Heat Rain, I'm gonna Earthquake it, even though I kind of don't have to. I'll definitely Earthquake it though. It might be Scarf Heat Rain on this type of build, actually, considering Tangrowth would be more than likely Assault Vest. But that's still not a counter to Lottie. Biggest threat, Zam and Gliscor. If he's Modest Sam though, it makes it easier because my Zeraora is faster. Bulk up Zeraora can win if Gliscor is gone. So leads growth. I think it's still in my best interest regardless of an HP Ice coming out, especially because Landers isn't like pressed to check any physical threats. His only physical threat is Gliscor, which probably has Ice Fang or Facade anyway. So I think it's better to get at my rocks here and then U-turn. So I'll take the huge hit from HP Ice to trade the rocks to get in something like Lottie, for example. As he goes Clef, so that's cool. Assuming he's gonna get up his rocks as well. I can get him Magearna. And Iron Head. He'll be faster than me. Unfortunately, he is faster than me. But Iron Head will do a decent chunk. Goes Tangrowth. Again, I'm not super pressed for this Mon in general. He might actually double out to Gliscor, expecting me to go Lottie. But I can just Volt Switch out into Lottie anyway. I think it gives me some momentum. Yep. And if I click Psychic now, I'm pretty sure I blow back Clef, but for the long game, it's better to Mega Evolve, get my added buff, and just recover. So the fact that I'm Mega Lottie really helps me out a lot in this game. Like, it's going to help me deal with the Heat Ran. It's going to help me deal with, not necessarily Zam. Zam is a ridiculous issue. Yeah, so Clef comes out. This is a problem too. I do have Smart Strike though. Go Mag. Did he double? Did not double. I mean, I can get a slow Volt Switch here. He should go Gliscor. I would go Gliscor. Psychic hits Clef hard though. Like, Psychic hits Clef incredibly hard. The thing is, Clef pressures Magearna because Zam pressures Magearna. And Zam pressures my team. Luckily, he goes out to Tangrowth, so that'll give me my Latios as a switch-in. I'll click Psychic right now. His knockoff isn't going to do too much, and Psychic hurts something coming in. If it's Recover Zam, it's more of a counter to me. And I got the Spadef drop, which is beautiful. So I'll knock him out with the next one. I want to Earthquake, expecting Heat Ram, but I don't think I need to. It's actually in my best interest to go for another Psychic right here. As I get another Spadef drop on Zam, and it's still in my best interest to go into Magearna. Yeah, so he just Mega Evolves and recovers. Because of that Spadef drop, I can actually knock him out with a Flare Cannon, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to throw one off. It will knock him out. Again, because of that Spadef drop, and while he does trace my Soul Heart, I don't think that matters as much. There's no point in Volt Switching. He'll probably go Gliscor actually just to recover. Yeah, Flare Cannon is my best play. I think it might also knock out Clef, I'm not sure, but goes Growth. I'm surprised he's not bringing in Gliscor, ever. Growth isn't as much of an issue because I know bulk up Electric Seed Acrobatics is going to hurt it, right? I'm more worried about Gliscor and I guess Clefable in general. I'm worried about Clef. But I'm assuming the reason he doesn't pivot out into something like Gliscor is because of the fact that I have Cart. Or, excuse me, because of the fact that he's fearing the Ice Beam, so he's scouting for it. Mystic Jazz is really thinking about this play, though. Yeah, Mystic Jazz is really thinking about this play. I'm really surprised he's staying in, honestly. I'm assuming he's going to knock. Yeah, that's fine. U-turn's always my play here. I didn't want to go hard Lottie and be forced to recover and give Zam a free switch. And again, Landorus is the most expendable member on the squad. And it kind of... it just helps out. Do I have knockoff? I don't. But yeah, Zam is the most... excuse me. Landorus is the most expendable member on the squad, but it just helps us pivot into knockoff for my Lottie coming in on Tangrowth. Gliscor comes out. Lovely. I'll go Coco any day of the week and just click HP Ice. This shouldn't knock out Gliscor, but I think Tapu Koko will be good for luring it or at least weakening it a bit, as I'm expecting that to be Scarf Tran. Oh, it's not. Interesting. You toxic? It's really interesting that it's not Scarf Tran. So again, most expendable member right here is Lando. And I'll always go for U-turn. Always. Chipping away at Gliscor, not allowing Tornadus to defog. Yep, not allowing Torn to defog on me. As this gives me Coco. And Thunderbolt is going to hit something, man. Hard. Not going to bother HP Icing because I still have my Shucka Berry. Thunderbolt knocks out Clef at the range attack. In terrain, at least. I would love Clef to go down. I don't have to deal with that for Lottie. And again, I would love Tornadus to go down too. But Heatran is the big one, obviously. Tren is a threat. And the fact that Clef is so low just helps me out a lot, so. Alright, Growth comes out. Just nice U-turn to chip away at it. I could see him going Torn to try and defog, but I can just get in Zeraora so, to prevent that defog. It would just obviously give him Gliscor after. As he goes Clef. Okay. I think that's a free Smart Strike. If he goes Heatran, so be it. I'm actually tempted to Sacred Sword here to hit Heatran, but I think that Tornadus is the better play, I feel. Tangrowth is a good mid-ground play too. Did 30. Nice 30. Alright, Lando, I'm anticipating him to want to go Heatran or just HP Ice, but actually he should pivot always. It's just I gotta weaken that Gliscor. Is my Scarf necessary on this Pokemon? Oh yeah, it is. Zam can beat me in the late game. Alright, so Lando is the pivot. That's always necessary. And we'll just U-turn one more time. I didn't see the... It'll do a good chunk. He cannot come in actually on... He doesn't come in on Lottie. I mean, Zam comes in, but that's about it. Plus, every single time he brings in Zam on Ice Beam, he's risking it freezing. Now, unfortunately, Zam does knock me out with Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, Zam will knock me out with Shadow Ball right here. As he goes for Recover. I'm gonna Flare Cannon first. Again, Heron doesn't matter when it comes out because I always have Landorus as a sack. But he might predict that Landorus and actually go Clef. That's the only way this actually matters. And the fact that Sam keeps coming in is annoying. I don't want him going Clef. Like, I'm tempted to Volt Switch here. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, perfect. This covered that play as well as the Volt Switch play. I'm not gonna. I know Zam comes in and traces my ability, and I can't Earthquake it, but me recovering is, I feel, too obvious. Though he can play it safe and smart and potentially win. This is the long game, man. He can play it safe and smart and potentially win. Yep, so does make the safe play. I sack Lando here. He expects me to go Magearna. Do I double Earthquake? No, he's gonna chip away at Magearna. That's his best play. How much did his Psychic do? When is this Zam attacked? Has this Zam attacked once? All he's done is recover. I mean, he should recover again, to be honest, but I really wish I had knockoff. Like, I really wish I had knockoff. Kart's Leaf Blade does how much minimum? Like, I get defog on Scarf Kartana, but knockoff would have been like just punishing his switch-ins. Alakazam. Leaf Blade does 106 minimum. Cool. So I can get in Cart. He knows I have to Leaf Blade, and he can go Tangrowth as a mid-ground play. I'm still gonna Smart Strike. Like, he knows I have to Leaf Blade. And I think it'd be a choke if he stays in. I could double to Lottie, but then it's gonna come down to me freezing Zam upon switching. It's still the same thing. And he actually did. That's why Sacred Sword might have helped, or doubling the Lottie, but this gives him a Toxic. This is bad, man. The Zam just pressures me. Well, it's not even Zam. Like, I could win the game with Gliscor. I could win the game, but Gliscor pressures me too. I'm not gonna recover and let him. I was gonna say I'm not gonna recover and let him Toxic me, which is why I kind of went off that last-ditch effort Earthquake there. I'll default, but like even then without rocks, now it gets hard. I don't think I can win this. Maybe we'll bulk up Zeraora. It depends on if it's Modest Zam or not. It really depends on if it's Modest Zam or not. Okay, we'll attempt to win with bulk up Zeraora. If it's Modest Zam, then I think it does win. If he made it Timid, then there's nothing I can do about that. Like, even if I recovered, I think slowly but surely I was losing. Doesn't Thunderbolt hit harder? No, that's only if Magnet. Excuse me. I think that's only if Magnet, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna just try and do it with the bulk up Zeraora, see what I can do. I obviously don't want to bring it hard in right now. Thunderbolt here, allow him to knock me out, get in Zeraora, and see what I can do. I think that's just it. Honestly. See if I can try and plow through his team with this Mon. If I can, I can't. Well, Acrobatics, because it should 2-hit KO Gliscor and it also knocks out Tangrowth. Alright, so bulk up Zeraora getting rid of Tangrowth. At least I didn't get 6-0'd, but is Leaf Blade possible through him? I would need some insane crits. Okay. Okay. It's legitimately gonna come down to If it's Modest Zam, if it actually is Modest Zam, if it actually is Modest Zam, I win. This is +1. Ah, you weak. I legitimately won with Zeraora if that KO'd. No. You know what else would win me the game right now? Knockoff. I mean, Smart Strike is my way of also winning, so I'm just gonna attempt to weaken him. Iron Head. Dodge some attacks, maybe get a Soul Heart boost and crit Heat Ran. So if that KO'd right there, I don't know what the roll is. I doubt it's. I doubt it would 2-hit KO because 1,000 Arrows doesn't 2-hit KO. I mean, yeah. Zeraora. It was Modest Zam still. I should have tried to do that early. I crit it, but it still wasn't enough. If I Sacred Sword, do I win? I think I can win if I Sacred Sword, so I'm actually going to Smart Strike and try to catch Tornadoes. And try and just crit Sacred Sword through there. Man, that crit was big. Okay, I want to know how much this does, actually. It's still to Clefable. So he was still running Modest Zam even in this metagame. Are you kidding me? The roll was 49 to 58, and how much did I do? I did 50. I think he was at 54. Ah. Anyway, we Smart Strike here in an attempt to get rid of Torn. And now what I do is go mag and dodge, really. This is where knockoff might have won me the game. Cart +1. So it'll come down to me Sacred Sword critting, assuming this knocks out Hero, which I kind of doubt it might. But wow. Okay, so I mean, I'm still proud of myself for this game. Besides the Latios play, it was still potentially, because I kept Clef pressured the entire time. So it was actually in range. That's ridiculous. It was actually in range of my +1 Plasma Fist. I did not expect that at all. Though it is slightly stronger than 1,000 Arrows, so it makes sense. But wow, if I would have known that, I would have just started bulking up earlier. Especially, I mean, at that point, I kind of had to go off the assumption that it was Modest Zam. GG. I had to go off the assumption it was Modest Zam, but it actually did come down to that roll versus Clefable. Because based on the way he's playing, he did not go Zam before. He did not go Zam at all. So it definitely was. He sacked 2 Pokemon, or 3 Pokemon rather, potentially, before going Zam. Tangrowth, Gliscor, and then Clefable. There is no way it was Modest, but I mean it was timid. Excuse me. It was definitely Modest. But this is why I think running max speed on Zeraora is worth it still. But yeah, guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on Zeraora. I was actually a little bit hyped there. Wow, he actually almost won the game. That's so cool. After he lived Gliscor's hit, ooh, I should have calced that roll. If I would have known the roll, I would have achieved it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends. Let me know your thoughts on Zeraora.